Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But you and I, we just call the show Online Marketing Moves. And we are coming to you live today. Today is Wednesday, January the 4th, 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn how to market yourself online, if you want to learn how to promote yourself, you want to learn how to bring in all the monies that you desire, then ladies and gentlemen, this show is for you. And today we are going to talk about something very important. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about something that a lot of people do not do. But ladies and gentlemen, if I was you, I would do this. I would do this as quickly as I can. And ladies and gentlemen, that is, if you have a service, if you have a business, whatever you have, I would send my offer through the mail. You know, they call it direct mail, but I would get postcards, I would get letters, I would get something, and I would send it to potential clients, potential buyers, and I would send it through the mail. And the reason why you want to promote yourself, first off, when it comes to marketing, when it comes to promoting yourself, marketing yourself, first, leave no stone unturned, okay? Turn every stone. Whatever, however you can do it, okay? But today we're going to talk about direct mail. And the reason why I bring this up is because direct mail has very little use. There's so many squawkers and yappers on Facebook and all these other platforms that you can get sort of caught in the wash, caught in the spin cycle, you know, and your message might not get heard. You might say, hey, I am let's say, for example, you might be a voiceover person. What if you do voiceover? You're a voiceover artist, and you say, hey, I'm going to go to Upwork. Well, get in line with the other thousands and thousands of people on Upwork charging nickels to do, you know, long-winded voiceover work. But if you send a postcard through the mail and you say, hey, my name is Joe Blow, and I am a voiceover artist, and I would like to work with you. Give me a call. Check out my website. You know, you have your voice audition tape on the website. People can click on it. People can see you. You might have a LinkedIn page. You know, if you send that through the mail, then more than likely, people get so little mail that's not you know, hey, you owe $1,000 on your gas bill if you live in Texas anyway. You know what I mean? But so few people get. When's the last time you got? When is the last time you listening to this fine program? When is the last time you received a letter in the mail? I'll wait. Long time, right? Of course, for all of us. Now I am 43 years old. Okay. I sent a letter to a friend of mine 3 months ago. And it's funny. They did not check their mail for like 3 weeks. I forgot about the letter. They said, oh, I got your card and got your letter in the mail. I said, I check my mail like every 2 or 3 weeks. I go, oh, that's good. But they got it. They were happy about it. And that was that, you know. Now, what you can do is there's different ways you can go. You can send postcards. If I was you, well, first off, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain it to you. You can get a mailing list. You can get mailing list of any kind. If there's a service that you want to provide for people, and you don't have any contacts, you can buy a mailing list. Okay, they're very easy to find. You can go on Google and look up different mailing lists. Now, you want to get a mailing list, not that you want to get a mailing list within the last, I will say, 3 months, because as you well know, if you're trying to sell to businesses, you might be able to get away with 6 months. If you're selling to individual people, you might want to do 3 months, because people move all the time. People don't change that. They don't change the mailing address. So for you want to try to get an updated, as much as possible, updated mailing address, okay? And then there's different ways you can do this. You can either, now this is hard, you can have a service, you can order up a service and have the company fill out the postcard and whatever you want to say on there, and then they'll mail it out, of course. Or you can go to the store, buy yourself a bunch of postcards. Let's say you have a mailing list of 250 people. You can fill out 50 one week, 50 the next, 50 the next, 50 the next, and you can ship them off. Postcards are not that expensive. A postcard stamp is not that expensive, and you can ship them off. And the best thing about this is, another thing that's good about direct mail. Okay, let's say you send your card to an office. The whoever handles the mail in the office, they get the mail. They look, okay, let me take this to so and so. They might take it to so and so. This person might pass it to that person. This person might pass it to that person, and so on and so on. And what I'm getting at is, it touches hands 5 or 6 times, so people are visually looking at it. People see it. It's better than sending an email to a person you completely do not know, and they go, what is this? And then they go, delete, because a lot of times, when you see email from people you don't know, you're like, it could be spam. You never know who's spamming you these days. This is why, not to get off on a tangent, but this is why when you have an email list, you want to email every day so they know who you are, okay? And they will not delete your emails. But let's get back to the direct mail. Now, you can make a small package and send it to them. People like bulky mail. You can send like a box, maybe with some stuff in it, maybe like a let's say you rehab houses. You can have a little booklet in there that says, point A of rehabbing the house, point B of rehabbing the house, point C of rehabbing the house. You give people some type of knowledge, and then you give people your card and your information, and and then they go, oh, okay, and they will read the information, of course. They will be like, oh, I like this, and they will keep your card, or they might pass your card off to somebody else. Listen, when it comes to marketing yourself, one thing that you want that will help you a lot is referrals. So even if person A doesn't use your business card, your postcard, maybe person B will. Or if person A uses your services, they love your service so much, they tell person B, But what you want is, you say, hey, once if they call you up and they use your services, you go, hey, if you know anybody else who could use my service, give them the postcard as well, okay? Or give me the address, and then you could say, hey, Mike recommended you. Mike told me that you might need my service, and you send them a postcard. But always be working the direct mail. Always be working the direct mail, no matter what. If you're in affiliate marketing, you can do it. If you're in any kind of thing, you can do it. I'll give you an example. I remember you want to use as much. You want to use as much. You want to use as many ways as you can, like I said earlier. And even if you just promoting yourself, if you have a TikTok page or let's say an OnlyFans page, you could do this. You could send postcards with your picture on there, and you can say, "Hey, check out my OnlyFans page. This is just a short treat. Check out my OnlyFans page at whatever." You know, this applies for anybody, everybody. If you're an individual, if you're a business, if you have a service, if you just want to promote yourself, if you just want if you just want to attract eyeballs to you, then direct mail should be for you. I remember my wife, she watched a movie about a lady who lived in LA, and the only thing she did was get herself on the billboard. I mean, I didn't watch the show, but this lady just had a billboard of herself on in LA back in the 80s, which is a good time to have a billboard. So self-promotion is always, something that you have to do. Because listen, the more I think about it, you have to realize it doesn't matter how great your product is. It doesn't matter how great you are with the thing that you can do. Without marketing, you will get nowhere. It will be kaput, dust, peanuts. I need to market this podcast even more than what I'm doing. So maybe I need to buy a postcard and say, "Hey, are you into marketing? Hey, do you want to learn how to market yourself?" Then go to, subscribe to Online Marketing Moves, blah, 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 blah. So I have to do the same. But for anybody listening, direct mail should be a vital piece of your business. Like I said, there's so few people that actually do direct mail anymore that it's more open than hey, I'm gonna get on TikTok and be a TikTok star. You know what I mean? I mean, you can be a TikTok star, I'm sure, but there's a lot of people, moving around and doing content on TikTok. And you can always there's other things you can do when it comes to direct mail. You can create your newsletter. You can send a monthly, it could be just a one-page thing, to your email list. You can say, "Hey, give me your email, give me your physical address, and I'll send you my monthly, one page." If you're doing more than one page, I wouldn't even do it once a month, once a quarter, or something like that, once every 6 months. Because if you're gonna do a monthly newsletter, I would charge, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But the point is, get eyeballs to you. Get eyeballs to your offer. Get eyeballs to the service you want to provide, to the product you want to sell. You need eyeballs. The more eyeballs you get, you know how this works. It's like MLM. MLM, I know people badmouth it, but the thing about MLM is it's the hardest thing to do is just to get eyeballs to your product. You get enough eyeballs to your product, somebody's going to buy. Let me ask you a question. If 10 million people see your product and 1% buy, that's pretty good, right? Of course. But if 1,000 people, if you have 1,000 people and one person sees your product, that's not good, right? Yeah. So you just want to get to the point where people know who you are and people are seeing you and seeing your product or seeing you and seeing your service. Okay? The more people see you, the better of a chance you got to make sales, the better chance you got to make income, and you want to get to the point where people see you in a higher light. You don't want to you don't want to swim at the bottom with the fish, with the rest of the fish all day long. Okay, at some point you want to go around, stand up, stand out, and I believe direct mail can help you stand out amongst the marketing, because there's a lot of marketing noise these days, and I believe direct mail, your postcards, your newsletters, your let's say I drive a truck. If I put a little toy truck in the mail, you would remember that. You might even keep it. Things like that. There's other things you can do. I know people do keychains, people do this, people do that, but get creative. Get real creative and figure out what you want to do. Like let's say you taught piano. You did little piano lessons. You would send people a little keyboard, a little toy piano. You could put the name of your business, your phone number on there. And if people want piano lessons, they would say, "Ooh, I know somebody with piano lessons," and they would call you up. Doesn't have to be nationwide either, ladies and gentlemen. You can do local mailing, okay? Doesn't have to be nationwide. I had an earlier podcast episode. I talked about being a national star, a regional star. It does not matter as long as you are making the money you want to make. You can be a regional superstar. You can be a national superstar. It does not matter. Does not matter. So if you have a service and you wanted to go out to a certain region, you can just find a mailing list for that region. Okay? But the point I want to make clear is do direct mail. Send letters in the mail. Send information in the mail. Okay? And the more you send, the more they will, let's say it's January. By the end of this year, let's say you want to do a calendar. You can put your name on there. You can put your information on there. And what do people do with calendars? My parents, every year, they get calendars from the bank. And every year they put them up. And you see U.S. Bank, blah, 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 blah. We have locations in a certain amount of states and this, that, and the other. If you want to open an account, give us a call, U.S. Bank. And they got a calendar from the VFW, and it's just more promotion. And so don't be afraid to promote yourself. Don't be afraid to promote your services, because that's what we're here for. At the end of the day, we are here to make money. And at the end of the day, direct mail will help you generate the money that you want to attract, okay, that you want to receive. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We will be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, subscribe to the show. We are coming to you live on a regular basis. We are rocking and rolling. As I told you before, this year we're focused. We have a focus. We have a direction. We're here to talk about marketing yourself, and that's the theme of the show, and that's where we're gonna go. And I know, before I go, I know sometimes people might have a fear of this, but we will talk about that on down the road. We would talk about that every now and then. We would touch on that every now and then about, hey, am I too nervous about, putting myself out there, about marketing myself? We would touch on that in a future date. But subscribe to the show. It is only getting better. I need more of you to subscribe. I need more of you to listen. I need more of you to tell your friends, spread the word. We are here to kick butt. We're here to take names. We're definitely going to. We definitely need to. If you have any good ideas, any good topics that you would like to hear about from the show, get in contact with me. You can email, okay? I will leave you my email. I will leave the email down below, and put in the subject line. I'd show ideas, and I will read them, and then we will work on it from there. But don't forget to go wherever you subscribe, rate and review the show. Give us 5 stars, of course. Make us look good. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back tomorrow with the all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. God bless you. And as always, everybody, peace.